Hey everyone, this is Judy Heaney at Balance Pilates and Yoga Studio in Cape May, New Jersey. And today we're talking about Chaturanga. We see a lot of what we call Chaturanga carnage on mats in practice sometimes. And this is to clarify how to maybe approach your Chaturanga differently. In core strength vinyasa, we call it diagonal Chaturanga. And it helps to strengthen the arms and not strain the arms. So let's get down on the mat and check it out. Back in the day when I first started teaching yoga, I was trained to say knees, chin, chest, and pull through. So let's look at that first, and this is what I see a lot of my students doing. You're here, and we'll do it, because we're going to do a lot. We'll do it from our knees, because we're doing a lot. I'll say knees, and then your chin comes to the floor, and then your chest pulls through, and you're kind of like here. And then from here, you're meant to go into that sort of low push-up position. But I'm not going to do that because you can see how my shoulders are not really integrated. All of the weight is dumping into the front of my shoulder. And the way that you have muscles on your body, these are tiny like attachments. The bigger muscles are on the back side, so you're asking these to do a lot of work, and over time you're going to strain them. And you'll see a lot of rotator cuff tearing for people who do this position improperly over and over and over again. So in core strength vinyasa, we usually will come onto hands and knees, and maybe you're in your dog, and then you're going to lower to your knees, come into that plank position with your knees on the floor. And then you can see that my elbows are right over my wrists, and I just lower down, pulling my heart through my arms, keeping my shoulders on my back. And then I think of my pubic bone coming to the mat first, then my belly, and then my chest, and then my forehead kisses the floor. So I never weight my shoulders with all of my body weight. So here my elbows are a little higher than my shoulders, but all my weight is not in there. I never want to lower and have all my body weight in my shoulders and have my elbows higher than my shoulders. This is not good physics. From here, I can press through my feet, reach my sit bones back, draw my belly in and up, and then rise into a bit of a cobra, or push to rise up into upward facing dog. And when I'm in dog, my hips are relaxed, my belly's drawing in and up to support my spine. I'm not hanging out here, I'm not locking out my elbows, I'm not crunching my back. So I'm lifting up and pushing down, and that's gonna give me a lot more strength than some of the other positions I just demonstrated. So we want to sort of bust through this idea of knees, chin, chest, pull through, which is not as empowering or strength building as it could be. It's kind of the opposite. So we want to come from this place to lowering with control, and it's actually a lot more work. Elbows in, shoulders down, and lowering with control will get you more strength faster, so that when you press through the feet and draw in and up into your cobra or into your up dog, you're actually building that strength. So once you master sort of diagonal chaturanga on your knees, then you can take it off the floor from plank. So instead of it looking like something like this, is what I see a lot of, like this, with the butt high and the shoulders lower than the elbows, and then that pull through and cranking. And it does not feel good. And then you're not in your abdominals, you're just crunching that low back, you're straining your wrists. Usually your hands are not in the right positions either. So we want to come from this place instead. And let's see it from like downward dog, like we're coming through a vinyasa flow. So we're here in dog. We lift the heels and bend the knees. And in core strength vinyasa, we wave to the top of the mat so that we ignite the abdominals and the deep core line, and we massage the spinal nerves. Okay, so we're here, and then we can come to the floor in that diagonal chaturanga kind of thing, but now we're not gonna let our knees touch the floor. So as you exhale, you just bend your elbows so that your shoulders and your elbows line, and then as you exhale, you pull through and lift up. Now that takes a lot more strength, and again, my belly's lifted, I'm light here, I don't have any tension in my low back. It's a lot of arm strength to get there, but that's how you want to practice. So if you want to build that strength, I would start here on my knees and then just practice going down halfway and then exhale coming up. And you really want to draw those abs in, like I'm poking you in the tummy, you come down and you push the floor away. You're going to build a lot more strength this way than that first one with the knees, chin, chest, because you're not really building strength. You're adding strain to your shoulders and your neck. One more time. So we can come from downward facing dog. Lift the heels, bend the knees, and wave it out. We're in that high push-up plank position. You can lower to your knees and do that diagonal chaturanga. Pelvis, belly, chest, and then rise into that small cobra or up into upward facing dog. Or you can come through down dog, wave it forward, lower to that low push-up, elbows and shoulders line up, come through into cobra or up dog, and then back downward facing dog. All right. So I hope that helps you to build more strength in your practice so that you continue to practice for a long, long time. Thanks so much for joining me. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me through my website, Balance Cape May, or you can write to me at judy@balancecapemay.com. Thanks again for listening. Hope to see you again soon on the mat.